I'm on fire, I'm hot to the touch. Strike like a match, I'm burning up. I'm on fire, no you can't get enough. So wired, lightning in my veins. Cranking it up cause I like the pain. I'm on fire, so hot to the touch. Hot to the touch. I was made to win. Look out, I'm going in. I'm a living legend.
Hey, is anybody there? Is this thing on? That guy on the top? Cody T. Cameron. Myself, Coach Perone. Welcome to our living room. Cody, let's get rocking, man. Cody and Coach P show. Unscripted, live, in charge, ready to do this thing. We're just going to see what we got. What do you got? You with me?
I'm ready to roll, man. I mean,
are you still sleeping?
Hey, first of all, I'm wide awake. We got the most beautiful weather in the country right now. I love this rainy weather, 60 degrees, and ate a good breakfast. But also, what is it? We got 11 days till signing day, 10, 11 days.
Cody, did you see the post that I put out there that's pinned on the top of my Twitter that a kid actually sent to a college coach?
Oh, I saw that, man. I saw that after dinner last night, and I don't know what's going through his mind. I don't know if that's coming from his parents to say that.
I've gotten contacted by about 100 people that said, Coach, you're making that up. And I'll tell you guys right now. My good friend, Coach Pham at Kansas Wesleyan, sends me a text message and says, Coach, I think I officially want to quit recruiting. He goes, I had a message today that I never thought in a million years I'd see. And he sent me that. And we were blown away. Like, I couldn't fathom that that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Coach, I need you to give me an offer so I can post it so I can get more offers.
Yes. You know, we talk about the domino effect. That's not a way to get the domino effect, right?
Oh, my God.
That's bad, man.
It's unbelievable. But, you know, I understand with this 2021 class, it's tough, but you know, things are starting to fall in place for some people though. Let's talk about that real quick. George Ramirez, we had on the show. Mm-hmm. Things are really shaping up.
Yep.
Okay. We've got a lot of good action on him. He's got some great, solid Division II offers. Mm-hmm. And I had a coach with a Division I school a couple days ago, a fantastic conversation. Things are starting to move in the right direction for him.
Yeah, I just saw he had the official visit to Northern State.
Yeah, it went great. Yeah. It went great, and it's a full tuition scholarship. So it was pretty exciting. They loved it. Mom was very happy. So we've got some things lining up with him. I have Josh Gaska, the Centennial quarterback, committed today.
Lake Forest,
Coach Cat grabs a big time winner, leader, thrower. So that's exciting for them. Mm-hmm. Who else has been working down the commits lane?
Carson Bachman just picked up Southwest Minnesota State this past week.
Carson Bachman exploded. He picked up. So, you know, that's where I told him, you got to stay patient. Your speed is eventually going to start to come through. He's got Southwest Minnesota State. He's got Sioux Falls. He's got Northern. He's got some great Division II. So we'll see where he falls. Keaton Camacho committed to Sioux Falls, the Basha safety.
Which is a great school. I mean, Sioux Falls is an incredible D2 program.
Absolutely. Who else is in the mix here? Let's see. Evan Swoboda is on some unofficial visits right now, the Red Mountain quarterback, to a few places. Oh, I got one. Huge news coming down the pike. Gavin Goulet, I don't know, I think he announced it yet. Gavin Goulet, the Gilbert quarterback, is going to be committing.
Good for him.
And he is going to be a 4-year starter. I spoke with the offensive coordinator of where he is committing to.
Yeah.
And they are so excited to get him.
And he made every bit of his opportunity at Gilbert, man. Heck, that's a team that should have beat Mesquite. I mean, he went toe to toe with Ty Thompson and
Yeah.
balled out.
And that coach knows the offensive coordinator and the head coach that are getting him know what they're getting.
Oh, for sure.
And they went after him with everything they had.
Yeah. Good for Davin. He's such a good kid too, man.
Oh, he's a great kid. Who else? I spoke with Austin Kolb the other day. We absolutely have to. This young man needs to get a walk-on opportunity. He's 6'5", 220 pounds. He's, it hurt him. This COVID year hurt him. He was hurt a little bit, but guys, Austin Kolb is another one you need to check out for sure.
3,000 passing yards in his junior season.
Jeez. I think he had almost 3,000 as a sophomore too. It was up there. Coach Cat's going to be getting another big time player that's going to be announced here real soon.
That's what Cat does, man.
Let's see, who else do we have here? You got anybody off the top of your head that you can think of that we need to get on? Oscar Abundis, the right tackle from Centennial's got some great action right now. Good offer from a few schools.
I know there's a receiver, I think in the West Valley. I believe he was Australia Foothills #1 receiver, Dalen Batcham. He's a good football player.
Let me tell you this. Great story. I don't know the kid. I've never met the kid. My ex-wife's son plays on Australia Foothills. He's a linebacker, great young man. He was friends with him, and I always heard him talking about him, but I never actually seen him play. Now I've started to pick up Australia Foothills players. I was actually on the JV Sports Show with Vince DeLisio, and I brought Maxim McCarelli on, who is the offensive lineman at Australia Foothills. If you have not watched his film, watch his film. He is going to be special. He's already,
what year?
He is a junior.
He's a junior, 2022.
So he's going into his senior year. He's a 2022. He is violent with his hands. Just started working with Coach Sowers. I expect real big things out of him. He might be my next Mason Osborne along that track. I mean, he reminds me a little of him.
Gotcha.
But he's starting to explode. I got a young defensive lineman over there, just under 6'1", about 260, 270, Donnell Danley. So I picked up some great players over at Australia Foothills. Usually don't work with them. But I did watch the Dalen.
Batcham, yeah.
Wow. Like,
he's a good kid, man.
How do you fly under the radar that kid needs to hit me up. Like, we got to get him some, I'll help him, whatever. He's a decent wide receiver.
Yeah, and he's not short, he's not like a guy we're talking who's 5'8". I think he's 6'2", 6'3", and he catches the ball and runs well. So
Zach Miller, Castile wide receiver, special player.
Hot kid, yeah.
He is going to be committing here this week.
Good.
Tyler Schweigert, the Notre Dame prep quarterback. Expect him and the family are on visits right now. Expect him to be committing. Let's see who else. Brandon Hurd. You probably don't even know Brandon Hurd.
Who is Brandon Hurd?
Brandon Hurd is the running back. Give me 1 second here. I got a couple of guys that have been high under the radar, but this is acting up. 1 second here. He's the Peoria running back, who's got some decent action starting to get going right now, but I expect him to maybe make a choice here soon. Oh, Justice Sosnicki, the linebacker from Verado, the middle linebacker from Verado, who I think was one of the most
million tackles.
Underrated players in the state. Signed with Mayville State. Boy, they are so pumped. They think he could step in and be the starting linebacker.
Immediately. Good for him, man. And that's what it's about. Like, I want kids to understand, like, if you love the game and want to play, a lot of these schools, they're taking you to play immediately, man.
$7 out of pocket. That's where I got them. $7 out of pocket.
Guys, and most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, that's better than your PWO at a local school where you might not get a helmet. So
I want to say something else. I wanted to figure out how to be politically correct about this.
on this show, come on.
I
now.
know. So obviously, Arizona State does their thing. They are what they are. The new U of A staff. I have a good friend of mine that has one of the positions over there, and I know they're doing a great job reaching out,
Uh-huh.
to local guys and trying to make that. But I want to say something. I don't think you could do a better job recruiting in state than Chris Ball does.
Nope.
I think Chris Ball is the epitome
Mhm.
of a great in-state head coach, that a great coach in general. But I to me, this I love the Northern Arizona program.
Mhm.
I love what he does. This is a guy that is going to need to be considered for those Texas, Oklahoma, those type of jobs real soon.
I think it's
I think he is everything about, he checks every box
Mhm.
as far as being a great leader, coach, and program builder.
and I'm a huge NAU homer, and I don't hide it, just being an alum. But
Yeah.
I take myself out of that, and I just look at the way those teams recruit in state. And ASU a couple years ago grabbing the entire 2022 class and throwing out uncommittable offers, and then not actively recruiting those kids throughout the process. To me, that's not what we talk about actively recruiting. Now, what
Right.
U of A is doing right now with the new staff, it looks great, and it looks great
Mhm.
on paper, and they're strengthening ties in the community.
On paper.
You need to actively recruit those kids for the next 12 months. If you don't, it doesn't mean anything. NAU, they recruit a kid and they stay recruiting the kid for 9 to 12 months. And that's
Not only that, if they lose that kid, they keep trying to get him.
exactly,
They don't quit.
Exactly. So that's where that's why they're at the top.
Chris Ball is on the phone with his kids, traveling to Phoenix yesterday, in and out of service. And he makes it a point to get back to me to talk about a young man that currently is not offered, that he is trying to make room for. And, hey, coach, thanks for reaching out. I'll definitely reach out to him. I'll get with Brennan and see what we have room wise. I know it's tight with this class, but we definitely want to provide this young man an opportunity, like just the way it's supposed to be done.
He is a great person, man.
He is.
Great.
I'll tell you right now, at the end of the day, anyone says a bad word about Chris Ball, they'll have to deal with me. Because I 100% will stand behind that man. What is this that just came through?
You're getting breaking news?
Yeah, I am. What is he doing? Did I miss something? What happened with Gunnar Cruz?
Oh yeah, he entered the portal yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, he's available. And that's a perfect segue into the show, because kids who are trying to land top spots, you got kids like Gunnar Cruz in the transfer portal. So
You don't even know it. I mean, the transfer portals, good luck.
Yes.
So somebody's but that's got to be an insight. He's not leaving Washington State with the transfer portal if he doesn't have something tied
Have something
up
locked in. Yeah.
So there's a good chance Jed Fish has reached out already, and there's something in the works.
Yes.
I mean, I don't see him just, you know what, let's leave. Washington State, let's leave. I don't know. It's messed up, man. It's crazy. I wish him luck, but who else? Anybody else you can think of? There's so many great
kids, man.
Oh, here we go. I got my list right here. Expecting Sean Cisco, the Mountain Ridge guard, to commit hopefully soon. He's got some action. Here's a kid that doesn't have much action that they need to wake up on. The Marcos Deniza quarterback, Antonio Hernandez.
Antonio Hernandez. He's
pretty special athlete, 4.0 GPA kid too.
They have a bunch of kids over there, man, with like Day Nelson, Davion Nelson, who's a really good football player, James Irick, Nico Updike. Hey, speaking of Shadow Ridge, how about Chris Stoika, the big offensive guard for them?
Where did he go?
I don't know. I think that's a kid. I know
I
you're.
watched him live.
Yeah, one of your coaches you brought out absolutely loved him. I remember.
Yeah, that's right. Because I called you. I had to get his
You called
information.
me? Yeah, Stoika.
Yeah, I haven't heard. That's another one.
I think
That's
did
another one.
Uamonte from Millennium, did he commit somewhere?
Yes, you marry.
Good for him.
Yeah, and they're very happy. It was an amazing offer.
Yeah, he went on a visit. I saw he went on a
Yeah,
visit.
he visited. Coach Mark Martin, the offensive line coach up there, does an amazing job. I've probably got 4 or 5 kids up there right now.
Good, man. It's a good program.
Yeah, it's a great program. They've actually they might be knocking it out of the park with another recruit right now.
Like that.
Stay tuned. I think Alec Bernardo, the offensive
Pinnacle?
lineman from Pinnacle. I know he has a fantastic Lake Forest offer on the table. Coach Cat already closed Hayden Preston, the
Campo.
tackle from Campo Verde.
Yeah.
So if Coach Cat winds up getting both of those tackles, that's
Deep
pretty
up front.
huge.
Deep up front.
Talking about running back, let's go switch to running backs here. Joining us, let's bring Miles Newble in. Miles Newble, many of you know, the running back at Brophy. Warner takes an injury early in the season, and they started stacking 9-10 guys in the box. Made it very difficult for Miles Newble to run, but he's a specimen. He's a physical specimen, top tier athlete, can play anywhere on the field. Let's bring Miles Newble in and see what we can get going here. Newbie.
Coach, what's going on?
There he is, man. I love the glasses. Getting that college prep look going early. Cody T. Cameron, Coach Perone, welcome to the show, buddy.
Appreciate it.
So things don't go as planned this year. Obviously, losing your quarterback hurt, and it hurt a lot. You know, I mean, everybody thinks, well, the quarterback went down, the receivers are going to suffer. Well, how about the guy now that has to carry the ball 95% of the time because, you know, and they've got 9 men in the box. I mean, Cody, there were times in those Brophy games where they were playing with no safeties beyond 7, 8 yards. They said basically stop Newble, whatever you got to do, sell out and force him to throw the ball. Mm-hmm. So a year that was projected to be a 12 to 1,500 yard season, you know, doesn't turn out that way. But we need to make sure that these schools do understand the caliber of athlete that this young man is. And that's one of the reasons we're having him on the show today.
I think also when you look at the schedule, well, first of all, Miles, hello, nice to officially meet you, man. Never
meet you too.
So, I mean, you look at when that injury happened so early on, and then look at the schedule that you guys had to play.
Yeah.
Not a nice schedule. Saguaro, Boulder Creek, Shap, Pinnacle, Centennial, Liberty. I mean, right there. I mean, really, Boulder Creek should have been an open team. You're looking at 5 open teams on that schedule of 7 games, and then the other team being Pinnacle and Shap. You know, so absolutely pretty brutal. But I want to say I kind of want to take a few steps back and kind of look at your preparation for the season, because I know after you suffered your injury, you got after it in the weight room, man. I remember looking, oh my gosh, like during the pandemic, you really got after it. And, my question to you is, are you taking a similar approach to this off season?
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely am. I'm definitely in the gym every day, still working, still making sure I'm getting my grades up and everything. So I'm definitely taking the same approach and to make sure that I'm ready for the next level.
4.0. He's getting his grades up. He's close to a 4.0. I guess he's upset that he's a 3.95. He's trying to get his grades up.
Coach, there's always room for improvement.
I hear you, man. And you keep working. And that's what I tell when I get on the phone with coaches. I actually, Cody, a true blessing, and hopefully things work out. But New Mexico Highlands hired a brand new staff, and they reached out to me. Mm-hmm. And we've got some great things in the works. Spoke with their assistants, supposed to get on the phone today with their head coach, and they are doing some great stuff over there. And Miles has expressed a lot of interest in possibly that program. So he's got some good offers out there on the table. I know one of the number one Division III schools in the country, St. John's, Minnesota, likes him, loves him. St. John's being a school that, had a player, Ben Barch got drafted, I think, third round of the NFL this year. So they play at a very, very high level, and he's got some great high academic opportunities. And he's a very humble young man. He's not one of those, oh, I need to go to a D1 school or no, he's not that guy. He wants to pick the right major, the right education, get on the football field. So he's definitely entertaining the offers he has. He would like everybody to stay fairly close to home, which is why the New Mexico Highlands opportunity could be a good one. We'll see how that works out. But, we have a lot of coaches that watch this show, Miles, and we've gotten great. Cody and I have gotten, when players come on this show, people listen to it, and we've been getting some great action. So we're hoping the same happens for you here, as we're Cody, 3 weeks from signing day now, 2?
I think 2, man. I think we're
12 days or something. I don't even.
Yeah, but Miles, I have a question for you. What are you looking forward or what do you look at when you go to the next level? What boxes need to be checked? Like, what are you looking for at a school?
Great question.
Oh, of course, school with like great community. Of course, something like you can like build a brotherhood around. So it's something that you want to make sure that you can like have friendships and family with for lifetimes to come. You want to have people that can come to your weddings and stuff like that. So you just want to make sure that you have that family around you. So
this is the first time I heard that from that.
Yeah, it's a great analogy.
Yeah, he's right though. I mean, that's how I look at football.
Yeah.
Football is like bonds you make and you remember forever. Like I remember kids I played with when I was 6, and so it's spot on, Miles. I like that.
Smart kid. I told you guys, you coaches, like I said, please check out Miles Newble. You can hit me up at Coach Perone. Okay. His Twitter will be on the show, which is at Miles Newble. It's MylesNewble. Okay. At Miles Newble. He is the epitome of an athlete. He texted me the other day. He goes, Coach, I am a running back, but I am also a football player. Yep. I could play anywhere on the football field. I could play slot. I could play DB. I could play safety. Like, I'm an athlete. And, he's done amazing things. You see some of the off training. I think you were working with Coach Jay, right, Miles? At Set.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, Coach Jay over at Set, who does an amazing job. Cody, I know you know Jeff Jenkins. Yep. He does a tremendous job training with a lot of these young men. That's where Jaden Harrington was. And so you talk about the level of training he's receiving is great. He's got a great head coach and Coach Jewell. So we definitely just want to help you in any way we can. We want the best for you. We're going to push this thing out there and hopefully something else pops. Okay, buddy?
Sir, I appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, Miles. Enjoy the weekend.
I will. You guys have a good one.
Bye.
Later.
Cody, he rushes for 1,200 yards if Warner doesn't go down.
Like I said, I mean,
and it's a different ball game.
Or they get a schedule that's not like that.
Yeah, murder.
It's like schedule. I mean, you lose your starting quarterback, and I know Joel had a really young team anyway coming into this year, and then the pandemic. So you can't. I mean, I can make all the excuses I want, but you look at the schedule and you go, man. I mean, that's probably one of the toughest schedules in the entire state. So
I got a young man I signed out of Mountain View. I don't know if you've seen Mason Parker.
Oh, the linebacker.
Oh man, making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Got the offer from Dakota State. Got the offer from Concordia Moorhead. Coach Bach in DC loves him. Jamestown is going after him full steam ahead. He's up at Mayville, I think, visiting right now. So that whole Northern network is really making a push to get that young man on board. So we're excited to see how that works out. Here's a guy who really got caught in the pandemic right here joining us. James McElhenney was the quarterback at Tolleson. All of a sudden, Tolleson says, hey, we're not playing.
Yep.
Now you get a young man like this that was relying on a senior season. What do I do? Transfers late to Ironwood, which we all know was not in need of a quarterback. plays safety and absolutely stands out.
Yep.
Now he's getting recruited as a safety. Let's bring him in. He's a great kid. Jimmy, oh, Jimmy Mack.
Wow. Hey, you're going to sign a record deal out of this show, man. Come on now.
Everything there's always ulterior motives for us. After we sign the serious contract, I sign a solo deal. James.
There he
Come
is.
on.
Hopping on the phone, it looks like.
And you talk about, here's the best part, Cody. When I talk to these coaches, they always talk about, oh, is he long? Is he long? Does he have length?
The answer is
This
yes.
this kid's like
Yes.
Elastic Man. I mean, he is so freakishly long, tall. His wingspan is like he could stand in a room and touch both side walls.
You can't see him in the Zoom interview.
He can't get into a Zoom, but he could touch both side walls. Camera, sunshine. Let's try him again. Got two of them coming in now.
Two of them. Uh-oh. We got a family affair here.
Let's see if we can get. There's
There
one.
he is.
Sorry about that. My bad.
You're good. Let me get out of this one here. Hold on. I got two of you in here.
The camera wasn't working, so I had to fix that.
All right.
Yeah, I got Arizona decked out in the back there.
Yeah. All the schools I got, yeah, they're all on the wall.
There you go.
Man.
Hey, let Coach Jedfish see that. Let's get a close up there. James McElhenney has all of his U of A stuff. Coach, this is a young man. Look at that. I will be tagging. Don't scan past the U of A stuff. I will be tagging them in this article. This is a guy that they should definitely consider. But everybody should consider you. So let's back up here a little bit, Cody. I have had the pleasure of working with this young man and his family for a little over probably north of a year, close to 2 years now. One of the best kids I've ever worked with. Always did his part as a teammate, did his part as a prospect. Coaches loved him. Just tough not to like. Now you add into it, like we talked about, the freakishly athletic frame. I mean, I understand things are a little messed up right now, but like, what's going on? Like, why, where? This is a guy 3 years ago has multiple Division I offers just on his frame.
Mm-hmm.
And now, we're in a spot where, and don't get me wrong, he's got some great offers, right? So he's got a great offer from Wisconsin River Falls. Just picked up an outstanding offer from Arizona Christian, right?
Yes,
And a couple of others that are out of state, but I don't know. I felt like this was somebody that, really got things done on the football field. But I mean, what do I know? I'm only in this thing 20 years. Cody, go ahead.
James, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you this year.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm always good, man. What position do you want to play at the next level?
QB, definitely QB.
Quarterback? Are you opposed to playing on defense?
Yes, I've actually had
Yes, I am.
They actually we've been in contact and they want to offer me as a defensive back.
Who?
St. Vincent.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Coach
Also,
G,
ACU.
Coach G is a good guy.
Definitely. ACU said that if whichever I can get starting or playing time on, they'll put me as a DB too.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah, definitely. I just love to play on the field, so.
I love that, man. I mean, my question to you is like, I mean, obviously with the whole Tolson situation was so messed up, and I actually met with Coach Lopez yesterday, man. That guy's amazing. I love Coach Lopez.
Definitely, he's one of the best coaches I had.
That whole situation was such a mess, and I'm really happy that you found a home in Ironwood, and then getting all those extra game film, weeks of game film because you guys go to the 5A championship was awesome. But your transition, looking from the outside in, and like my point of view when I watched the tape, it looked like a smooth transition from quarterback to free safety. Obviously, taking the knowledge that you have at quarterback and understanding your reads and how to manipulate a safety. I'm sure that transitioned pretty well for you. But how was that transition for you, man? Like, to me, it seemed pretty smooth.
It was pretty smooth. Growing up, I played. I only started playing QB till freshman year, so So growing up, I was playing receiver and safety. So it wasn't a hard jump, but applying my reads at quarterback to free safety, it kind of just all clicked.
Gotcha.
Seeing where things happened and where the QB was going, it was like second nature to me.
And I think there was a playoff game. You had 2 picks, right? And it was like, yeah. And I remember seeing that. I was like, man, James is balling out over there, man. I was just happy to see. And free safety speed, especially being in a deep safety look and being a ball hawk, robbing 1 or 2, especially like Coach P is talking about your length, that comes into a huge play, man. And I think that makes it really marketable in the recruiting process. Obviously, the recruiting cycle and the entire recruiting cycles with just the way everything's played out with the NCAA extending a year. I think defensive back, man, it could be a really good fit for you in the future, especially if that's something that you would like to play. So
definitely, I would. Yes, sir.
What do you got, Coach Perone?
I mean, he's just a great young man too. I mean, at the end of the day, I wish more of these schools recruited, and it's not their fault. A lot of these coaches that, where they would be able to come out in the past, in a non-pandemic year, meet these players, meet these families. I mean, James's dad's a great guy. To be able to have sat down, the coaches sit down with these people and say, "Oh, this is a great family. This is a great," it hurts them to not be able to show that. But I'm very confident that, Arizona Christian every year makes that one really good offer to an in-state guy. I know they like him a lot. I know James wants to stay close to home. Don't be surprised if this young man is not the starting quarterback for the Firestorm here real soon. I really believe that in my heart of hearts. I think the coaching staff over there is fantastic. They do a great job. They know he wants to stay close to home. I think all that stuff hopefully will work out. But I mean, it's wherever he goes, he's going to be successful. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. He doesn't accept anything else.
Yeah, and they do a great, like you said, in-state recruiting, but also West Valley kids. So a couple of years ago, it was Tyler Duncan out of Greenway, who was a phenomenal quarterback. A couple of years before that, he played quarterback a little bit for Cactus, but he's more of a wide receiver, defensive back. Zach Coop, another really good West Valley player. Could be you next, James. I like the way they recruit the West Valley in the state.
Absolutely. So James McElhenney, I call him Jimmy Mac. It's never going to change. I'm going to call him that even. And then one of the things I do, I hope he stays local because I want to be able to see him play.
You get to watch him.
Yep. So and I actually went past the new ACU campus, and it's really starting to come together. So I'm really excited about that. I think the field, everything's going to work out great. At James McElhenney 3, James MCELHENNY 3 on Twitter. We will tag him in the show. Jimmy Mac, thanks for joining Cody and I. Good luck. You. Keep us updated on what's going on.
I will.
Take care, buddy.
You too, Coach.
I mean, great kid. Absolutely. Just super, super special.
I don't talk to parents. I try not to.
Oh, of course not. You'd lose your mind.
Yeah, it was. I see you.
All day long. That's all I do.
I know you're insane. Like it puts you in an insane asylum here in about 6 years. But his dad,
awesome guy.
And I think a year and a half ago, amazing human being.
Yeah, great guy.
I know parents are awesome when I meet them and they talk about other kids for 20 minutes. Not once did he talk about his son. He talked about a bunch of other Tolleson kids. I was like, wait, who are you? The dad of the running back? He's like, oh, no. My son's a quarterback.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's awesome, man. So,
and I can tell you right now, I'm very confident that Arizona Christian's going to make him an offer. He's going to make him a Godfather offer, an offer he can't refuse.
Hey, we like those, man. The Godfather of offers.
Another guy I want to talk about that's really flying under the radar is a wide receiver out of Greenway. His name is Damon Neal. Now, Greenway doesn't throw the ball much. We knew that. They had Christian Johnson. Lake Forest commit Christian Johnson, but Damon Neal, big wide receiver DB, definitely someone that we need to keep our eye on.
Okay. He's 2021. He's a senior.
Yep, he's a 2021.
we talked about like Gurley sucking the soul, like losing a guy like Gurley sucking the soul of the team, and I think we were spot on. But you know what's crazy about that? Johnson still rushed for like 1,200 yards. It's insane.
Christian Johnson
He's a beast, man.
is going to be.
Oh,
You're going to see him carry the ball for Coach Cat this year.
yeah,
Like it's going to be. He's
yeah.
like Coach Cat had. He might have not gotten the exact same numbers he gets this year so far, but he became very select in the guys he picked this year.
Very good.
And man, when you look at some of the commits there, like I said, Hayden Preston, Josh Gaska, Christian Johnson.
And he's not done either, man.
Oh, no. You're going to see
he is not done.
You're going to see a couple big ones here soon. Jared Williams committed to Minot State. I'm so excited.
He did.
We've talked about that. One of my kids, like a son. I love that kid. Just an amazing young man. So now mom, Vivian, another great lady, super happy she gets to see both of her boys play at the same time. So that worked out really good.
That's a feel-good story, man. That really is.
The HJCAC, local junior college league, I've worked with, just announced the head coaches of the Salt River Scorpions. Salt River Scorpions was the Central Phoenix team that got hit by the pandemic hard, and they had to shut it down this year.
Yeah.
An amazing hire. I don't know if you saw, but they hired Coach Horn.
Yes,
and Coach Bauman, I believe it is, as the assistant. We're gonna have them on the show, head coaches. Good move, real good move. They're gonna get that team up and running. They're gonna get that team up and running fast. Super excited for them. Capri Hamilton, slot at Chaparral.
Good man.
Another one.
Yes.
We need to really wake up, smell the coffee on, guys. Colton Sopko, the punter out of Paradise Honors, has about 15 offers. He doesn't need any more offers. He's got enough. Bert DeLay, athlete / quarterback at Valley Vista. I know he took an injury late in the season. That's another young man that, he's here. He was my recruits player of the week. I think in the first week he threw for almost 500 yards.
Oh, no, this kid? Yep.
Got a DB out at River Valley, Amaro Contreras Rojas. Great hips, explosive. Another one to look at. I'll tag all these guys in this. I personally love Quintone Green. He's the guard center out of Maricopa High School. Another great family. Bunch of them. Dylan Brown, the defensive end for Cactus Shadows. I'm expecting him to commit here in the next week, hopefully. Tell you what, we got a good group of guys. Jackson Camarada, wide receiver out of Brophy, is waiting on his University of Washington, St. Louis acceptance.
It's okay. Is Jackson, he's 2021 or 2022?
21.
He's a 21.
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Probably top 5 school in the country.
Oh,
so very excited to go there. Hey, and also Ethan Price committed to Oberlin.
Yeah.
Which
family's happy, man.
We were excited about. Jake Castori's is getting a lot of action. The tight end at Desert Ridge.
Huge, man. He played quarterback at the end of one game.
That's what he wants to play in college. That's what he is by trade, but he was behind Austin Kolb.
And he took a quarterback carry to the house against Higley late. It's like a 60-yard run.
And it's funny. I get on the phone with coaches and I say, he goes, this might be one of the better quarterbacks in the league in the state. And nobody knows because he didn't play it. Yeah. Who else? Mark Liano, the Campo middle linebacker, I believe is going to be pursuing his academics and going to ASU. Every year I have one that does that. So who knows? There might be a walk-on opportunity down the road for him. That's about it. Most of these guys I've got committed already. Also, keep an eye on Jaden White, the quarterback out of Cactus Shadows, a Dan Minucci product who I think is not because he's my guy. He's a stud, flat out stud. He can throw the football, but I don't know. We took no commercials.
I know. You're gonna have to fit those in.
Shit. Now I got to figure this one out.
It's all right.
Okay, well,
pauses. You'll be able. We'll figure it out.
guys, here's the reality of it. Cody T. Cameron, Coach Perone, we're so thankful you're joining us. We want to open up a forum, okay? Please send us a DM, Cody or myself. If you want to come on the show, please send us a DM. Let us know what you want to talk about. We're going to start compiling a list and meeting all these needs. This is the show for the people, is what we're going to make this. Okay. This is your Arizona sports show. You want to come on, you want to talk about something, DM me, DM Cody, and we will get it scheduled. We are officially the Cody and Coach P show of the people. I like that.
I like that a lot. Bury that into a slogan.
Let's get back to work. He's Cody T. Cameron, and I'm Coach Perone. Over and out.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.